All right, guys, I wanted to drop another video this morning as a follow-up because it's been about a little bit over 24 hours since this stimulus program has been running, and it is operating flawlessly, guys, and doing so as it was designed. So I am noticing faster conversion rates on my wallet, and I'm going to demonstrate that. The good thing is I didn't log it yesterday, but I did when I ran this video. I did notice for the same wallet, the conversion rate was 11 sats per hour, where it has nearly doubled that as of today, even after just running 24 hours. So my conversion rate went up from 11 to 20. My APY went up from 10 to 18. Now, everyone across the board should be seeing gradual increases in those conversion rates, whether you are a participant of the stimulus program or not. Okay, so as long as there's continued participation in this program, then there will be a continuous increase in these rates up until the point that everything is balanced, where it's always seeking a balance of how much activity is going on in the system with the amount of resources that it has to allocate to the end users. Okay, so there will continue to be those dynamics in place. So the software itself is monitoring all of that. Now, in this video, I would like to recap on a few things just to bring some clarity. So as you guys may be participating in the stimulus program, I want you to be able to look at things, understand how they work, why they work the way they work, and bring a little bit more clarity on certain things that you might be wondering about. Okay, and because I am participating with this wallet here, I'm going to go over some things that you might notice in your wallet as well. So first and foremost, let's jump over to the settings, and I want to show you that yes, for this wallet, this 84390, I do have that activated. It's been running from the beginning, and I designated, I think for this wallet, $1. Now, one thing I want you guys to notice that when we put in a fiat amount, like in US dollars, this will change because what the system is going to do on the back end is going to convert that into Bitcoin. So it's going to designate a specific Bitcoin amount for purchasing credits each day. This number right here is just that number converted into fiat. So this could change from day to day. So you may have done $1 yesterday, but because the price of Bitcoin changed, it might be 101 today or 90 cents tomorrow, So I just want you guys to be aware of that. But there is a minimum of that amount in order to play, and is always going to give you that USD or whatever fiat you're using conversion rate here, what the minimum is. Okay. Now, with that part out the way, let's kind of look into what's happening. Okay, so if I come to the stimulus activity, I want you guys to notice that I now have a return of 25.36%. Okay, now as I mentioned in my previous videos, typically for a normal user who comes out and does not participate in the marketplace, they will see conversion rates ranging from 5% to 7% because that's what the stimulus program is going to be using to acquire credits on a daily basis. So you might be wondering, well, how did I get that so high so fast? Well, it came through my participation in the marketplace. So I want to show you guys that number one, when I made a purchase in the marketplace yesterday. Okay. And since since this wallet was still in the top 10 when the Bitcoin issuance reward from the stimulus came in, I was able to receive that reward. And let me show that to you because it's going to end up in your off-chain deposits. So this is going to be an automatic thing. So if you click on your off-chain deposits, you'll notice that when the process ran, I received this amount of Bitcoin from the vault. So you'll see vault stimulus reward. So that's something that I received for being in the top 10. Okay. So keep in mind, guys, I received that amount of Bitcoin, okay, as a reward, and it was in Bitcoin. Now, what I want to show you guys is how this number got to be this, how I get such a great return. Well, it came specifically from that, okay? And I'm going to show you, kind of demonstrate this in an Excel spreadsheet. So I'm going to paste this number here, that 0.336. So I received that 336 sats, okay? Now, currently, this is my state right here. So I got that 17862239. I have a net increase, and these are just calculations, guys. This one I'm uh, subtracting this amount from this amount, and then for this one here, I'm dividing this amount by this amount, and that's how these numbers are being calculated. Well, let's imagine had I not won that top 10, okay? This what would have been happen. So I'm just going to copy that, paste it here, and I'm just going to change this number by adding this number here, okay? The amount that I received in Bitcoin for being in the top 10. So I'm going to say plus, well, let me put that equal sign up there. So it's going to be equal that amount plus F1, plus F1. Okay, so had I not been in that top listing, guys, this amount here would have been that amount. I still would have received the credits that I received, but my net increase, instead of being 453, would have been 117. And my return at that point would have been that 5.51%, which again lies within the 5 to 7% range that I mentioned to you guys. And why is it 5.5% as opposed to just 5%? Okay, so let's go out there and look at why. Again, it's all about incentives of being in the marketplace. So if I come out to credits purchased, I want you guys to notice that when the system purchases credits through the stimulus program, it's going to log this transaction in your credits purchase as a stimulus purchase. Okay, you can come in and edit this just like you can anywhere else, but by default, it's going to show you that it was a stimulus purchase. The thing I want you to notice here, guys, is that when the stimulus program ran yesterday on the 28th, it gave me 5% in credits. Okay, and that's because I had made no prior purchases in the marketplace within the past 24 hours. So keep in mind there are benefits that you get in a 24-hour period each time you purchase credits in the marketplace. You get the boost points, you get an additional percent when you make deposits, and you get an additional percent when the stimulus program runs and get those credits, right? So notice the previous purchase that I made in credits was on the 24th, not on the 27th. Had it been within 24 hours of that, I would have received 6%. Well, that is shown here and it demonstrates it perfectly because yesterday with this wallet, I did make a purchase of credits. And because I made that purchase of credits, the next time the stimulus program ran for my wallet, I received 6%. Okay. So that's how it's getting this total um, of, or how it would have gotten a total, shall I say, of that 5.51% as opposed to just 5%. Okay. So this is just a demonstration to let you guys know that the system is working completely as designed. And if you come out and you're looking at the numbers and wondering why these numbers are the way they are, hopefully this explains things to you. Okay. If you guys got any questions or comments, let's shoot over to the forum so you can leave them in there. I will address comments that are left in the YouTube video, but I will be linking to this video from the forum, and we will be able to use that as a go-to place so everyone can kind of capture what's going on with these wallets. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and we will holler on the next one. Peace out.